G'day everybody, thank you for tuning in to another Cup of V. Obviously, I'm going to talk about music festivals because I think it's something that doesn't get spoken about a lot, especially in the world of technology. Now, the reason I'm bringing it up this week, Coachella. Coachella is a huge music festival that happens in the US. It's actually on this weekend, and I'm in Australia, so I'm not going to be able to make it, but it's actually being streamed on YouTube live all weekend, so you'll be able to catch up with all the artists and actually get a front row seat to the performances. Really cool. Last year at Coachella, there was Tupac. Now, Tupac is an artist, a rapper, who died, and they actually brought him back in a holographic form on stage, life-sized, performing 2 songs. He did it with Snoop Dogg, and it was completely crazy. The amount of work and effort that went into making this hologram of Tupac was insane. He performed, it felt real, interacting with Snoop Dogg as well. It was just insane. If you haven't seen that footage, obviously behind me, but you need to check it out to get the audio version as well. Really well done. Now, technology has changed a whole lot, especially for music festivals. You think in the past of things like Woodstock and all the old school ones were very different. Even the drugs have changed, trust me, it's all completely different now. Now, some of the other things as well is tickets. Before you used to go to these music festivals with a paper ticket, now they're starting to do wristbands. Now, not just a wristband that you show and it identifies, yes, you've got a ticket, it's actually becoming smart tagged wristbands. Now, for example, I went to a launch a couple of years ago for the HTC One X. You remember that phone? And they put this chip, you can see this tiny chip here, which is just an NFC tag. And what that had was my details, my name, my email address, the website that I write for. And on my way in, I scanned and it knew who I was, it knew who had just turned up. That was really cool. But what they're doing with music festivals now is they're taking that further. So yes, the tag will identify you and allow you in, but they're also tying in your bank details with the tag. So that what happens is when you line up to buy drinks, which you do a lot at music festivals, you don't have to pay for it with cash. You don't have to pull out a wallet. You just swipe away and it comes out of a prepaid account, which is brilliant, which automatically tops up from your normal account. So what it's doing is it's allowing you to spend money without having to carry cash, which is somewhat more secure, provided you don't lose the wristband, obviously. So these tags are going to become a big deal, not just in music festivals, but along in other things also. That's kind of exciting for me. They did it at Barclays. Barclays did one called the PayBand. You'll see the picture behind me. It's a pretty innovative product. It was done in the UK. I'm hoping we start to see it in Australia because that's pretty exciting. Now, secondly, the phones that we take to the music festivals. Before we used to take the film, we used to take the camera with film, you wind it up and take your shots. Now people are just using their phones because they take brilliant photos and you already got it to make calls anyway. So you're sending pictures home before you even get back home, you know what I mean? It's happening all in real time. One of the things people have to remember for music festivals is battery life. Battery life after a full day plus night of going to a gig and things like that, it's going to die real quick. One of the things you need to do is get an expandable battery pack or even just a rechargeable kit you can plug into your phone to get a boost. Most music festivals now are even having charging stations where you pay like $2, you can plug your phone in for an hour and you get a bit of a charge going. Kind of cool. Also, with the introduction of the smartphones, music festivals are starting to develop apps. So there's apps which are almost for every festival. Before you go, you can look up the festival that you're going to in the App Store or the Play Store, whatever platform you're on, and there's likely to be an app there. Now, the app isn't just for, you know, ha-has, it's actually got a schedule where you can add planners. So you want to see these certain acts at these certain stages and start to schedule your day. You can start to listen to music, you can read about the artist, you can get a map of the actual festival that you're going to, stuff which is really important. And that comes in a lot in handy. Some are better than others, some really put a lot more effort into it, and some just don't. But worth checking out, they're all usually free as well, so you've got to do it. The last thing before you go to any festival is not just know who's performing, but know the music as well, because it's not as much fun when you turn up to the festival and you're like, oh yeah, these guys are playing. Don't know that song. Don't know that song. I'm waiting for that one song that I've heard on the radio. Bug that. But what you need to do, go into music services like Spotify or JB Hi-Fi Now. Those two tend to put playlists together for the festival. So the JB Hi-Fi Now one, for example, when the big day out lineup was announced, that day they had a playlist ready of that music festival. So you could go in and listen to all the artists and all their great songs that were playing before you even attended the thing, and that's brilliant, especially if you're put it on your mobile, and on your way to the festival, you're listening to the tunes, you're more than ready to go. I love it. Music festivals is something which I love to attend. I have a lot of fun. It's a completely amazing experience. If you've never been to a festival, you have to do it. And now that you've got these other tips with you, you now know that you'll be prepared when you go to your next music festival. This has been Cup of V for you. Something different. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. Bye. Also, last thing I actually completely forgot, and it's something which was very important into my research today, was HP. HP developed a ball. Now, if you've been to a concert or a festival, you know that there's always like a ball or a beach ball in the air which people are hitting and punching around. HP built one, a massive one. They put a camera inside it, they put Wi-Fi on it, and as you were punching it around and as it was floating above the crowd, it was capturing photos and streaming it online as well. Incredible. So what you could then do if you were in the crowd and you knew that the camera at some point may have been on you, you could actually go to these HP booths that they had at the festival and print out the photos of yourself from a bird's eye view. Incredible stuff, really smart. Amazing that the camera itself didn't get smashed as people were punching it in the air and things like that. But it was high definition. You can just imagine the quality of the images. It could have been pretty cool, especially at night time. A lot of lights. The camera would have been there. Awesome. Great innovation. Like I said, technology plus music, I love it. So that's it. I'm done, officially. I have nothing left on my run sheet. We're good. Thanks. Bye.